on. And hello, everybody, and welcome to the last episode of FAE INC. I am the bard with many names. You can find me anywhere on the internet as the bard with many names. I'm your game master for today, and with me are our wonderful, no longer interns. Some got a job, some lost their job. It's give and take, you know how it is. And we're gonna do a little round of introductions. Evie, do you want to start us off?
Hi, I'm Evie. I am playing Celeste, she, her, and this lovely furbolg is gonna have to just figure out what the hell, because a lot's happening. Just so much is happening. 5-0's back though, so we're happy.
Yes.
Yes.
Irvi.
Hi, I'm Irvi, they, them, and I'm playing Mousy, she, or her for you today. Mousy's here because, yes.
True, true.
How she got a job. I don't know why she continues to stick around.
You got roped up into our excitement.
She really did. And now is thinking about taking this broom into the wilderness and never returning. Whatever happens may happen. Good luck, Godspeed, and oh my God, why is my bard hanging off this broom? Well, please stop stabbing me in the back. Yeah, no, it is my bard.
Yeah.
This is my crew. Apparently, I'm stuck with. They're going to the wilderness with me. I don't know it yet.
You're the only one in charge. You're
I am
controlling
driving the vehicle.
So.
We're driving the vehicle. We don't have control.
Sorry, Andy.
And proceeding to Bard, yours. Emma, how are we doing today?
It's me. I'm the bard. I'm Mousy's bard.
No, I'm the bard. Wait.
Spider-Man pointing. If I'm the bard and you're the bard, who's driving the broom?
Mousy!
Wait. Mousy driving the broom, actually. There we go. Hi, I'm Emma. I'm playing Ariel. He, they, a glamour bard. He had a chill episode where nothing happened that's a lie. He had a normal time last time where he fell off a broom and is currently hanging behind that broom at 65 miles an hour. And I think that means things can only get better.
And if I'm not mistaken, your phone shattered on the ground.
Never mind. Yes. Also, his phone shattered. He is more concerned about that than the aforementioned circumstances by several degrees. Mm-hmm. I'm thrilled. Be free.
Last but not least, Jilly, what's going on?
Hi, I'm Jilly. You can find me at Look It's Jilly most places on the internet. I am playing Andy, an Order of Astromancy wizard. My pronouns are she, her, as Andy's are she, they, I think. I will have to check the overlay. It's been a minute. I'm just vibing in an alternate dimension right now with a bunch of tangled magic and the inert King Oberon. So everything is fine.
That's
wonderful. You got this.
I've told Puck to tell my friends to come here, so I'm sure that will happen and everything will be fine.
Nah, you got this. We're going to go in the woods.
Sure. And that brings me almost to our next point. What happened last time?
was our little recaps not...
Okay.
We did recap in piecemeal.
The bard fell off a broom. And the wizard got lost, somehow found the Elven King. Okay, yeah, gotcha.
I mean, I guess we should explain why we were on the broom, and that's because the three of us let our wizard go be on a TV show by themselves and decided to stay back because we were going to take a nap.
It just isn't good media protocol. And we knew it.
And we knew it.
We immediately regretted it.
We were so sleepy, immediately regretted it. And then proceeded to watch the show happen and then our friend not be on the show after a commercial break, so we hopped on a broom to get there.
Followed by very scary texts from said friend.
Yes.
Yes.
Followed
We got
by,
ominous
oh wait,
text.
no, never mind, everything's fine.
Yeah, which
Yeah.
was sent to us while we
Extra
were
scary.
on the broom, and Mousy
Uh-huh.
went, okay, vroom, vroom, faster.
With a picture of Puck too. There was a selfie with Puck
Yeah.
right there.
Yeah, so
Most
it was
terrified.
definitely like that did not. I was somewhat okay earlier. Like, she's legitimately just in med bay. It's gonna be fine. No, send some picture. It's over. We're done. Like, we got to get there ASAP.
Don't let your friends go on TV without support.
Don't let your friends go hang out with Archface without support.
Even though I will
Puck's
also
not
point out
Archmage.
I will point out your in this case your friends
Gimme
will
Archface.
also talk circles around everybody in terms of arcane knowledge and get like
Yeah.
cool job offers and look really cool on TV, and that's great.
Yes.
But the other stuff is more concerning. But the on TV stuff was great.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
make sure we highlight the fact that Andy was a fucking rock star on TV.
We also need to highlight the fact that Andy is allergic to curtains.
Also, because Andy didn't learn their lesson from watching Celeste say, I'm purple.
Also in the same studio, not a 2 days beforehand.
Also, at this point, I gotta say, it's not as if I just killed my players out of nothing. Before this whole thing started, I gave them a list of FAE rules.
I just hypothesized
this is
that
the
I
big
might
one.
be allergic to curtains.
You
okay?
cannot
was a
flat
test.
out
We're
lie.
conducting research.
It's rule number 1.
And the fact that you cannot flat out lie has become, I feel, a core load bearing pillar of all of our choices, given that we immediately did a thing that one would have to lie about the second we met. And it's been beautiful. And now here we are, and curtains
No, it was
are
fun.
Hang
helpful.
on, we is
was
a
the
strong
We're not
word
getting
there.
back into protect and serve about this. We are vroom vrooming on a broom to
Yes.
save Andy. That is the only protecting we're doing now.
Okay, goodbye.
Okay,
Alright,
after
on track.
Let's go.
hashtag protect and serve, after hashtag siren on top,
Oh, don't forget conveniently borrowed.
hashtag community borrowed, hashtag community gone,
Hamster dance.
hamster dance.
It was hamster dance.
We're at 6, 7.
Their
We're
city
social
site.
media stars.
City
Their
site
city
is our
site,
secret
Rainbow
one.
Dogs. Yeah.
So, in case anybody here watches this and this here goes viral, I'm not believing it, but maybe, put them in the comments, and I'm not at all copying Brandy Mulligan at this point. Anyway,
Oh,
you all are on a broom. Well, Mousy is on a broom.
Mousy's on a broom.
Has black owl wings coming out of the back and claws. In one of these claws is a very mangled Celeste. And Celeste is holding on a lasso, which we established last time. Emma, like 10 feet away through the air.
No, I think she's 30 to 40 feet down.
Okay, 30 feet down.
yes, we established that
Isn't
Ariel
a
was
rope
not
just
like
30 feet long.
The rope is 50 feet long, but we took about 10 feet to be able to
okay.
do the lasso, and then also I'm holding some of it, so like that part won't be dangling. So between a 30 to 40 foot dangle.
yes, we established
Gotcha.
that Ariel wasn't like being dragged along the ground and was a story or two up.
You can tell me all and everything about that. I'm European. I have no idea about feet.
Oh, that's true. So that would be 10,
2 stories
10
up from the ground.
Yeah, I believe
to
10 meters or something.
13
9.
meters.
Yeah.
Yeah. If
Something
I'm
around.
20 feet up from the ground, yeah, it would be like 2 to 3 stories up, or floors of a building.
And we're at 6th story.
Yes.
Yeah.
I only know how distances work in terms of like a floor of a building, regardless of the system.
So, while Ariel is playing Defying Gravity, what are you doing?
Driving us to despite Mousie's best gut instinct to just drive out of the city, we're driving to the studio.
Towards Glitz and Glam Studio.
Yeah,
Okay.
I could save 2 of them.
Where exactly? Like, are you looking for a parking space or?
No, but fuck no!
We're gonna drop through the skylight.
Yeah, no,
I
for
really
real.
like the energy.
Where
right
there's
now.
there's gotta be a helicopter pad on top of this place. Like, you're telling me Puck wouldn't have a helicopter pad? That will totally.
So you're not going to the parking space. You're going to the helicopter pad, which is a lot less. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
We're going in style. We're going big. We're going home. We're saving Andy.
Wonderful. Do you want to try to do so stealthily?
I roll with disadvantage, so no.
You're the one.
I give myself advantage to do it, JK. We can do things stealthily, guys. Where's that diamond?
Because I just reminded my players that they are allowed to spend their points
Yeah.
to get advantage. At the beginning, I asked them if they wanted to do the bigger goal of 9.5 of 2.5. They were like, can we get it cheaper? So I allowed them to go cheaper and use the 900 points. But that
Okay,
means
but
I
you
can use
told us
too.
it was originally supposed to be 1,000 points.
1,000.
And
Yeah.
between a 2.5 and a 900 sounds fairer to what we were
In
originally
the-
supposed to get.
in the
and
great
then you
tradition-
fade agreemented us and pulled out some bullshit.
Yes.
In the great
This is true.
tradition of FAE, we are bargaining aggressively.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As you should.
Correct. Anyways. Yes, I'm down to do things stealthily.
Yeah.
Okay, so I can't see you putting in stuff.
I said something, and when I clicked it, it made me modify a single emoji. So I modified this one. It now has sunglasses.
Okay. So what we're gonna do is that we're gonna use the sunglasses emoji, and we're gonna take another emoji that the next person can choose, and we're gonna switch between those two. Okay?
I'm about to modify all the emojis. Let's go.
Yeah. I mean, if Hedge doesn't give me my my point by thingy-bob,
We're just gonna modify all the emojis as a
I'm
consequence.
just gonna
It's okay.
modify all the emojis.
No emoji left unturned when we
Well,
are done here.
So, Irby, you are rolling flat for stealth.
I'm rolling flat for stealth, yes. All right, here we go. Because I'm so good at stealth, that's a 10.
Yeah, no. You know,
It's double digits.
It is double digits.
That's
Can I stealth separately?
no. Okay. So, we're basically in Hollywood, right? And Glitz and Glam is by far the biggest studio. So you're trying to stealthily land on the helicopter pad of Warner Brothers.
Yes, correct.
Surrounded by cameras.
Yeah.
And you roll the 10.
Mm-hmm.
Do you
I
want
know what the news headlines will be tomorrow.
do you want me to tell you what happens, or do you want to tell me?
I think we successfully land on this helicopter pad.
Oh, you land. You land. Totally. Feet touch the ground.
Perfect.
You're not sure what all the blue lights around you mean
No.
and why they turned red. But that's a problem for another day.
It is.
Yeah. And
Wait, so when we come in, we have to land by dangling Ariel.
yeah,
what
I'm not
happens?
done.
And then
Curiosity,
come
what
down.
happens to me in this landing circumstance? Ariel
Well,
has been Celeste, you would have watched Ariel have like a solid 2 minutes of grief about the phone, but also is wise enough to realize that I can't do anything in this circumstance about anything and should just sit here and let Mousy handle it. So what's happening to me when we land?
I'm just asking you to do an acrobatics check.
Okay.
Can I give
got this.
advantage by maneuvering the rope a little bit?
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
I'll allow it.
Okay. So that went from a 3 to a nat 20, and I don't add anything to acrobatics. So
Okay.
that's all in that's the 17-point jump is Celeste.
Celeste went.
Yeah.
I went, no, not like that. And then I started puppeting you.
The thing is, you were dangling on that rope for like a while now. You're a bit dizzy, and the room is starting to lower itself, and you're like, oh, finally. And instead of being flat, you like flip head forwards and nearly dash your teeth in. And Celeste is like, nope. And with this tug, the lasso end of the rope gets loose, and you can slip through. And darling, you know how to make an entrance.
Now, as
beautiful.
I watch Celeste, or as I watch Ariel land and Mousy start coming in, I am with 5-0 in the darkness. Can I just be like, all right, time to dismount? And 5-0 and I are going to go stealth of our own accord?
You can. But you know the group has been spotted.
But all the lights are obviously for Ariel.
Spotlights.
Because that was such a fabulous dismount.
Beautiful spotlights, all for me.
I want to try and dismount stealthily so that I can, I don't know, deal with whatever the fuck happens next.
And you may add plus to stealth because 5-0 is casting Pass Without a Trace on all of you.
Ooh, okay.
After you land.
Wow. That would have been so
Thank
you,
helpful
5-0.
earlier, 5-0.
I see my stealth is. Hey, roll this. Okay. Rolling. That's 15 plus 10 is 25 plus 4 is 29 on stealth.
You muted yourself.
Muted yourself. I went so stealth the GM is gone.
That stealth, I didn't even notice you.
You stealth out of the story into the real
Oh
world.
no!
You're gone.
Bye guys.
Like you've been working with 5-0 for a while now, and you had this little thing where where 5-0 like gave you a bit of shade, and you just slipped through it, and you know it was just shenanigans.
Yeah.
And now you get to probably play with 5-0. And like you step out from the broom, you take your rope in, and you take the rope in, and it's somehow longer, and you need a minute. And you see that this rope is tainted black. The moment you like tie the knot to secure it again, everything around you takes on a kind of shimmery shade of violet.
So cool.
The two of you
so
also
cool.
feel that kind of like you feel that it's easier to stealth now. You can also see a tiny bit of violet, but Celestia, like you're in the middle of the shadow. So, what do you want to do? Don't mind me just rolling something over here.
I'm walking towards wherever the entrance is to get into the studio. This is what Mousy did last time there were cops, is just kept walking. So that's what she's
there
going
are
to
no
continue
cops
to do.
yet.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, then we're definitely going to walk because it's like so there's got to be like a little entrance, some stairwells, elevator, something to go down.
Yeah.
I'm not doing the main entrance. There's no way. I am in full shenanigans mode. I'm looking for a skylight.
A what?
Like a skylight. Like, where they've got a window on the roof that looks to the sky. Yeah.
Sure, there's one.
I am going to, having gone from like, it's funniest because the entrance is so perfect, but Ariel was not planning to make it. It is entirely due to Celeste's wonderful work. So very, very the equivalent of getting like pushed out onto stage and immediately going into stage persona, not ready for it. Ariel's gonna kind of, I think, linger. Are like all the cameras, flashlights, flash thing, are they all turned towards me, I presume?
Absolutely.
Right. Okay. In that case,
And what we're doing is just for me as the GM, how many hit points do y'all just have?
That's a good question. Because I can't open my D&D Beyond, that's where I was tracking my hit points. So I need you to tell me how many points of damage I took last time. I think it was like what?
You took the
12?
blunt of the damage. You lost 18.
So you
Okay.
only lost 9 because I took half of that.
Right,
I was about
because
to
we
say it was
split
9 and 9, and then I lost 4. I'm at 30.
Yeah. All right.
Like I can actually answer that question because I took 9. I'm at 43.
I am at, so if it's 9 minus, I'm at 41.
I'm at 30. Would we say, as this is all kind of happening of a piece, would we say that technically somewhere in here, as we're starting to break away and Celeste is going into the darkness, that I could see Celeste for purposes of a spell that relates to creatures you can see?
I wouldn't say you can see Celeste, but you can feel her.
Got it.
Maybe
Like,
I
you
go
can
past
have-
you and I swipe your hair so that your hair goes swoosh.
Gotcha. It's a creature who you can see and who can see you. So it depends on how flexible we wanna be about that.
Come on, it's before the big end. I allow it.
Delightful.
Do your
In
worst.
that case, as we're kind of breaking away, because everything's focused on me right now, I'm going to not like stay here permanently. I'm going to give it like a minute and a half while Mousy starts calmly walking and Celeste is sneaking. I'm going to hang out here for a minute and a half to like, I think kind of purposefully kind of like preening, looking around, taking everything in the hopes that it just gives a little moment of a head start for everybody else. I'm going to follow, I'm planning to, but I'm not going to be stealthy. I might as well draw some attention to me for a little while. And as that happens, Ariel does both of you can tell it's performative, but he's having fun with it. Does a little kind of hair flip and is like, well, this is going to make an excellent single and an excellent news story, and I'm very excited for all the interviews that will come for it. And I'll use Mantle of Inspiration, which burns a bardic, to give myself a wondrous appearance, which just means that all of Ariel's wounds look cool now instead of like I've been dragged behind a broom for 10 minutes. And also gives the rest of you and me 5 temp HP, and basically gives you an extra round of movement. So this is out of battle, but you can use your reaction to move your speed without provoking opportunity attacks. It gives you a bit of a head start.
Okay.
So hopefully y'all can kind of start making your way without too much difficulty, and then I'll follow once they've started being a little bit more stealthy than me.
Okay, so my intention is that I want to go through this like roof window and like slip through and just kind of dangle for a second and look. And I imagine that I'm in some sort of I can look down on a hallway or a room or something that is going to then have a doorway that goes to stairs to get the rest of the way up to the roof where Mousy would presumably be coming down. And I'm looking for if there is like a response team, if there's security mobilizing.
Roll perception for me.
Okay. Roll. Why did this happen? 10.
Hmm. You don't see anything.
Okay. I'm still going to do the thing I intended to do. I was going to aim it, but now I'm just going to do it in general. I'm going to cast Fog Cloud to create obscured space that Malcy will hopefully be able to just like get through, provide some additional like stealthing of some sort. Also, then I can drop down into it and continue to stealth away. So Fog Cloud. It's a 20-foot radius, so it'll cover a good chunk of space, and it obscures vision for the area, and it lasts an hour.
An hour. Okay.
That's what it says. Unless it gets dissipated by like wind or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you cast that.
Okay.
I mean, you've been here before. You look down into the foyer. Actually, it's like a very fancy, like there's a glass dome on top of Glitz and Glam Studios. And if you want to, you can go a bit to the side, but you can also look down straight into the foyer. Like where you just need to go left, right, and down a flight of stairs. And you can, you're at the studios. The problem is with that, though, that's more than 3 stories, so your rope won't leave all the way to the ground. You would need featherfall or something like that.
Yeah. So I want to put Fog Cloud in a space that's specifically going to be beneficial for Malcy to enter and have obscured entrance, and then I will use the rope to sort of lower myself and maybe get a swing if I need to get down, hopefully without harming myself, and try and still remain stealthy in the process. So wherever I could land that isn't necessarily immediately in the line of attention of people.
Well, there's nobody there. As I said, you don't see anybody.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I mean, like, I don't want to land at the very top of the foyer is what I'm saying. I want to land off to the side. I want to land somewhere that wouldn't be, like, in the main path of things.
Okay, yeah. How long is your rope again?
50 feet. Well, you said it got longer.
Let's go with 60. How long would...
Okay.
60 feet...
So 60 feet is 20 meters?
Yeah, around about that. Which would be 6th floor... Sorry, a studio's higher than 6 stories. So you won't get to the ground.
That's okay. I can get to like a like ledge level or something. I can aim for that.
Because there will be a ledge.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, fall damage is not that bad.
Okay, says the person who doesn't have to take those points.
Fall damage just got worse.
Weird. The damage die swapped out from D6 to D10. How did that happen?
I don't know.
No,
but
yes,
if
I
you
would
want
like
me
to
to
try.
take fall damage, you've got to shove me, or say please.
I don't know. I will try to land, I guess, on the stairs a little bit or something, somewhere where I'm not fully landing on the bottom floor. Because I am trying to stay stealthy, and fully just falling to the bottom floor is not going to accomplish that.
I mean, maybe that's a European thing, but the staircases are usually in their own, like, 4 walls.
Oh, this isn't like an open spiraling staircase. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
We can
in a
make it an
foyer,
open
a lot of the
spiraling
times the staircase is open.
case. No, we can make it.
Yeah.
We can do this. I can and will use that against you later.
I'm sorry.
But open staircase it is. Yeah, then I mean the window in the ceiling is a bit far off. You would need to do some acrobatics to get there, but you could negate the fall damage. If you fail though, you're not falling, you're falling down the stairs, and that hurts a bit more.
Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna try and
Sounds fair?
land on the like, I guess, upper level to not get hurt. Okay, that's a 16 plus acrobatics.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's an 18.
Seems like we're all Black Widow today.
I'm
An 18 is
a
more than enough
rogue.
to just lower yourself down, and then it's basically just like a swing. And at the right second, you grip the rope, let it get
Do the
loose.
thing where, because there's knots that you can like do,
Yeah.
and then the knot will let go. Yep.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And you land on the staircase in the fog. In the fog, and you are never seen again.
Bye, guys.
So, Ariel, remind me, you're the last one on the roof. All cameras, all eyes are on you. Mantle of Inspiration is who can see you and who you can see, right?
Yes, though I choose the creatures.
Okay. So what are you doing up there? What are you playing?
Ooh. Ariel has made the executive decision, to hang up here for the length of one pop song, and give everyone else a head start, and then try and follow. Because I'm not going to be subtle, and we already aren't, but that way y'all can be divorced from me. I think. Oh God, what instruments do I have on me? Probably none.
Maybe your mini guitar.
Maybe my mini guitar. What a great question. I think Ariel also starts to panic just a little bit because of the lack of the phone. He is struck very suddenly with the realization that the thing he would do in this circumstance would be to start, not necessarily just straight up hacking the cameras, but certainly doing something, and can't, and feels very, very exposed about that. I think he starts the same song that he did on air, but it takes a couple of restarts, and it takes a while before he can find the correct key, and it's a little bit obvious that he's kind of stage frighting, though not in the normal way. It's the stage fright of people are looking at me, and if they stop, things will happen to my friends.
Okay. So you don't want... That sounds like if you want a role performance, you're taking a 10.
Taking a
10.
What would taking a 10 mean in this circumstance?
Usually,
Sorry, my apologies.
You can take a 10 usually in things if you have time and stuff, but from your description, like, it's a bit mid. I was assuming you were like, yeah, I'm just gonna get it, like, take a 10 on the D20, take the middle, and put your
Gotcha. So
modifier on it.
Yes, I am happy to do that. Even with a 10 on the D20, that will become an 18 performance with the mod. Luckily, or somewhat luckily.
I didn't call it breakfast. Okay.
Because I have a +8.
Wonderful, wonderful. I'm playing bards myself. I should have known this. I mean, you need a few tries, but as soon as you're in, like, it goes click. You're a stage person, Ariel. You know how.
Ariel's are really corny. Ariel's are really corny, like, technical difficulties, please hold, type joke.
Okay. Yeah. And you're just doing the one song.
Yes, I'm just doing the one song, and then in about 2 to 3 minutes, when that concludes, I'm going to vanish down. How many exits off of this roof are there? There's the stairwell that I presume Mousy went down, and then there is the roof that I presume there is whatever Celeste did that I'm not going to do because I'm not that acrobatic. But I will depart once I have finished this, if I get that far.
Yeah, nobody's stopping you.
Yeah, once that song is done, so maybe like how long's a pop song? 2.5, 3.5 minutes later? I don't know. I do classical music. Ariel will do a little bow and start walking towards the nearest stairwell door. And the second that he gets behind it and is reasonably sure that he is out of view of the cameras, will put his hand in his do a little one of these for about 3 seconds, and then will tap himself on the forehead and go invisible.
So in 2 or 3 minutes, Mel, C, and Celeste, you would have time to get down to the studios if you wanted to.
Absolutely. That's the goal.
What are you doing?
Trying to find Andy. Puck. Someone who can get me to
Yeah,
Andy.
I think that I'm gonna specifically try and look for Puck.
I had genuinely assumed somebody would have stopped me by now. Mousie's like waiting to be stopped. To be
With
like,
that
yes, please
thought,
take
I'll
me
allow
to
you
Puck.
another perception check.
Me too?
You didn't have that thought.
Well, I'm looking for Puck.
13.
Oh no.
There's nobody here to stop you.
That's wild. That's scary, actually. I hate all of that. And I probably don't see Celeste either, TBH, because you're going to
No.
No,
Yeah,
you're all
so-
in the fog cloud. You can't see each other.
Oh, yeah, no. What about out of the fog cloud?
Yeah, I mean, at the fog
Yeah.
cloud, I don't think can cover the whole space. So, like, by the time we get to the bottom floor, I think
Yeah.
we are out of it. But also, because there are no people, Celeste is still got an edge of paranoia and is staying as fucking hidden as even more hidden than possible, because this is extra creepy.
There are, in fact, no people. You got it right. There's no one here. Not the usual security people. Not the stage runners getting the last coffees.
Okay.
It's absolute silence.
I'm going to, from sort of a shadow space, whisper towards Malcy. So you just hear this voice come out of the darkness. I'm just going to whisper, is the stream still running?
I'll check. Is the stream still running?
The stream is still running.
Okay, we'll head for the studio, the soundstage.
There's no one behind the lights. There's no one behind the cameras. Wait, no. Actually, there's the intern.
Which
The one whose tag I stole?
No. The one whose leaves you stole.
Oh, the brownie!
Yeah.
I am going to sort of step up out of the shadow a little bit behind the brownie and be like, you are keeping an eye? Yeah, what did I ask the brownie to do again? I asked the brownie to look for, to keep an eye out for 5-0. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm going to step up behind the brownie and say, I found 5-0.
Oh, does it mean I can have my leaf bags, please, please, please? Fuck.
Yes, you can have 1 leaf in exchange for those 3 pleases. Here you go.
Wait, no. I'm allowed
Too
to say this
late!
now. You can't fuck me over.
I'm not a part of this. I don't know what you're talking about.
No. You don't see it. Like, as long as I'm part of Glitz and Glams, all my favors are gone. Like, you can't fuck me.
Did Coyote not take the deal?
What deal?
Coyote was going to take the deal
I have no
to
idea
get
what you're
control
talking
back.
about. Huh?
Can I feel my contract obligations? Can I feel my bindings? Is that a thing I can do?
I believe warlocks are able to pull up their contract at any time, so I believe you would be able to, yeah?
Okay, so I want to feel and pull up my contract with Coyote because the last I'd spoke to Puck, he'd talked about offering Coyote a deal of releasing me in exchange for getting Coyote communication control back, or keeping my contract basically and just accepting loss of Coyote communication.
You feel your contract, but it's not going to Coyote.
I sit down and go, huh. How's Coyote communications still? But I'm not. I look at the brownie and I go, you don't know why? Where's you don't know where Coyote is? You know why this place is empty? Why is this place empty?
Because they're all watching.
I dive back into the shadows.
You know... Where'd you go? You know, and it looks exactly at where you're standing. For somebody who's a trickster spirit themselves, you're really terrible at recognizing one. You know?
I kind of figured that out right at the last second.
Why? What gave it away?
I'll admit you had me a little bit there for a second with the confusion. Oh.
So, yeah, if you're talking about this contract, that's mine.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, I was looking for you. Wonderful that y'all are here. As you see, the show is currently doing a best of the last few years. I believe we have like 3 hours of showtime. I did a bit of pre-production. I would love for all of you to join Ariel. No, wait, not Andromeda. The other one, the smart one, not the good-looking one.
As Ariel walks in and hears that compliment.
I really do think, if it's allowed comedically, that invisibly I walk in and hear it at that exact. I desperately want to hear that.
Yeah, you're here and you're hearing that. And yeah, a bit smaller than usual, but Puck is a brownie. Always has been. So taking off the terrible hat and just like going through his hair and taking a step forward, illusion dispels, and yeah, Puck's in front of you. So Andromeda is currently doing a thing. I don't know enough about magic to know what exactly she's doing. But she asked me to bring you to her.
I'm gonna look at Malcy for any leads because yeah, Malcy was definitely the one that clocked that Andy's in trouble, and so I'm gonna look to Malcy for guidance or lead on this.
Mousy is looking at you because Mousy was very confused by this brownie becoming Puck for a second. Did not catch up on that at all. Mousy ain't the smart one in the group. Just okay, all right. Well, the goal was to get to Andy. Like, this was Mousy's goal, was find Puck, Puck take me to Andy. So, like, mission accomplished. Let's go. We'll cast a little. I'm sure it's been over an hour at this point since the last time we cast a warding bond. So we'll just toss another one on there for Celestin.
So, the thing is, what I am about to show you is very, very secret. And I would just love for all of you if we could just maybe keep it between all of us. Because I am currently trying a teensy tiny little thing of saving the Feywild, and I could really, really use some assistance because I'm not a smart one.
As I sit in the shadow, can I very quietly whisper to the shadow and talk to 5 I'm going to very quietly whisper to the shadow to talk to 5 and say, Puck's the one that killed you. So we need to make sure he doesn't get away.
I don't know who killed me.
Puck,
Oh,
I have that confirmation. Puck did it.
oh.
There's more to it. We'll talk about that later, but it was Puck.
I was never really dead, you know that.
Yeah, but it was Puck's fault. Well, okay, Puck was the one that did it.
Okay.
So help me make sure he doesn't get away.
Behind you, a door just goes boom. Oops.
Okay, that's my bit. I'm just gonna try and like set up. We're gonna trap Puck. Continue.
What do you mean though that you're trying to save?
I'm exactly doing that. I am trying to save the Feywild because you see, the king was missing for a very long time, and which is a little bit complicated because right now the queen is also dead, and if the king and the queen are both dead, the Feywild is gonna fall apart. Nobody can know this because if people knew this, we would have a panic at our hands. And my main thing that I was ever told to do was to keep the Feywild from going loco in the coco, like bread and games. I'm the games part. So, if the Feywild falls apart, it's my ass. And all of our asses, but like mine's first.
Can I inside check this and see if he's actually being
Absolutely.
honest about
I would
that?
also like to inside check this.
Please.
I just want to know who's gonna get your ass if the king and the queen are dead. Like, who did you make a deal with to protect the Feywild if the king and the queen are dead?
The king is
Like,
not
who's
dead.
gonna get your? Well, missing then. So is he gonna come back if this falls and then we find Oberon again?
The thing is, if Oberon gets my ass, he's gonna get my ass good, and I don't mean this in a fun, loving fan fiction way. I mean this in the I'm gonna be fucking dead way.
So 24 is what he's saying honest?
I burned a luck point for a 19.
So he's not. You don't get the feeling he's lying, and you do get a slight sense of panic of him.
Ah.
You had a 19. What did Celeste roll?
24.
Dang. Celeste, you get the feeling that he is panicking, and what he's saying is true, but also he's kind of trying to hurt you somewhere. Like he wants you to go somewhere fast.
There's a hurry to it. Okay.
Also, out of pure curiosity, I think Ariel's been doing the exact parallel in the other set of shadows across the room from Celeste because I'm invisible. Have I been able to clock if Puck can see me, which I presume the answer is yes, but have I gotten confirmation that I've been spotted?
Puck hasn't looked into your direction yet.
Cool. Good to know. Good to know.
You cast invisibility, right?
Yes, it lasts for an hour until I essentially do an attack or a spell.
Invisibility or greater invisibility?
Just regular invisibility. It's second level. I'm not that
Stuff
strong.
Still can see you.
Yes, that was the main. Ariel, I think Ariel does a little shuffle along the shadows, just trying to confirm that Puck probably can see them. They're not expecting it to fool Puck, but they want to be sure.
Okay, so I would really, really appreciate it if you could help me and Andy out. I was just told to get you and bring you to Andy, okay? And I'm tiny pitsy sorry, worried because if this whole thing like falls apart, we all might die. And I don't like to die, personally. So, and he just like and rips open a rift in reality. Again, you get the smell of old cigarette smoke and it looks kind of shady. So, Annie's in there. I'm gonna go first, so you know it's not dangerous. You can look inside. Still, I would love for all of you. Where's the bard? Like, where's the cutie?
I'm gonna.
Oh, he fell off a broom.
Sorry, what was that?
He fell off a broom. On our way here, fell off the broom.
He's not dead, is he?
Last I saw him, he was touching down.
Celeste just admires Malcy's work right now.
Ariel was 3 seconds from trying to jump scare Puck, and then immediately just goes back into the shadows directly behind Puck, like, no, I want to see how this plays out.
Because Mousy doesn't know where Ariel is, honestly, like right now. Mousy just kept walking. Mousy saw Ariel touch down on that helicopter pad and was like, okay.
And then
Kept
walked away.
walking. Yep.
But he promised to play on my show.
Well, guess you better save the Feywild so you can get Ariel on the show.
Yeah, but if they're undead, it's not as fun anymore. You left your friend behind.
My friend fell off the broom.
This bitch rolled a 1.
So
he was right. He's not the smart one. Oh fuck!
I know. Like I can tell you that I had tried to do magic to help protect Ariel, and I have taken damage from said magic. So
yeah,
do with that what you will.
A bit roughed up. But
I know my
shit.
back hurts. So you want us to go to Andy or something?
Yeah.
I hate this.
Portals open. Shit.
I know. And like I would have tried to like contact him or something, but that phone definitely didn't survive.
Shit. I liked him. He was a cutie.
Yep.
Maybe maybe we can do something about that later. Maybe you can ask
Yeah, I was gonna say I've been talking. I've been sending out some prayers. You know.
Yeah.
Thoughts and prayers. Good vibes.
Good vibes.
Thoughts and prayers and good vibes. That's really all I can do right now. That's kind of my whole thing. Is just thoughts, prayers, peace, and good vibes. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I have no idea how clerics work.
Clearly.
No, absolutely not. I'm a warlock. So, and Puck just jumps through the portal.
Mousy is just kind of like, okay, well, nobody's here with me anymore, so here I go.
No, I'm there. I'm in the shadow, but you can tell that I'm there.
Once Puck has gone through the portal, Mousy from directly behind you, you hear Stage whispered, "That was amazing." "It's me. I'm a ghost." "No, I'm fine. I'm just invisible." "That was great."
Okay, well, let's go through the portal. We gotta save Andy.
"Yeah, okay. I'm going to stay invisible for now because it feels advantageous, but also I just want to see how long I can make Puck say nice things about me because he thinks I'm dead."
That's so funny. I am going to, before going through, grab one of those big umbrella things that they use to like get the light, but I'm going to
Yeah.
break the light inside of it so that I can have it be an umbrella that will cast shadows. And I'm going to carry it along with me to make sure that there is always a shadow that 5-0 can kind of step through. So I'm going to carry it with me, kind of doming over the floor a shadow space at all times. And then I'm going to go through the portal last.
Okay, the thing is, Puck can only see.
And actually, right before I go through, I am going to cast Detect Magic to make sure there isn't like an invisible Puck out here.
You can do that. The problem is, Puck only sees Melcy, so if Melcy's through the portal is starting to close.
You said he looked right at me. He knew I was there. You said he looked right at me.
Yeah, and the portal is starting to close.
Okay. Well, I mean,
I'll be going through right with. I will go through right with Mousy.
You're trying to get through too?
Me?
You both?
Yeah.
Good. What?
Oh no.
What kind of role would that be? Athletics. I'm gonna go.
Do I feel before I do this and commit to jumping through? Do I feel like there is maybe invisibility of another person, like Puck, staying behind in the studio?
Detect magic?
It can detect magical things. So it would be able to detect that there is an essence of illusion for somebody who's using invisibility.
No, but you've never casted Detect Magic on 5-0 before when he was there. And 5-0 got power. Like, dude. 5-0 got power.
Okay, yeah, that's true. I don't think I've ever detect magicked around 5-0 to feel that.
5-0 could throw hands with Coyote.
I mean, I kind of already knew that, right? But like, this is that confirmation.
So, but no, there's nobody invisible out there.
Aside from me.
Aside from you.
But hopefully I'm
okay, so athletics total is a 17.
You get through?
Okay.
What about Ariel?
What a great question.
I'm spending 90 of my points right now and sharing my new emote in the chat for Ariel to have advantage.
Ariel and Ariel's athletic mod appreciate you. Okay, what I'm learning is that specifically when y'all give me advantage, that's a nat 20, even before I roll with advantage.
Okay, you remember the description of the space I gave you last time?
Yes. Big
You're
sort
not going
of
in after
TV
Melcy.
studios.
You're going in before Melcy?
Me?
Yeah.
Yes, I would probably be as the circumstance of, oh, 2 of the 3 of us are visible become clear, I will duck in first.
And the power of you sprinting through the portal carries you further and further into the space. And you too see Oberon, the missing king, sitting there in front of a giant wall of screens, staring at them, staring at the repeat and repeat and repeat of Puck doing some talking with some cool people, Puck doing some cooking. Like, imagine every TV show ever but Puck is everyone.
Question.
Yes?
I brought a huge umbrella in that is close to the floor, and I'm rushing into this space. What would I roll to find out if by accident I cover King Oberon's face with said umbrella thing?
Oh, King Oberon is like 60 feet away from you.
Okay, because you said we were rushing into this space, so I thought, oh, am I going to end up on top of King Oberon?
No.
Okay, okay.
And even
okay.
if it still would be Siren on top.
I pushed Ariel on top of King Oberon. Because I didn't see you, so I bumped into you and I pushed you further.
We have a little chain reaction. I may be invisible, but it makes me no less dexterous.
No,
I would like to once again state, just for the record, Ariel has a -1 to both dex and strength.
Nice.
Just to be so clear.
and what you're seeing. No, that's the question. Jelly. In front of Andromeda is the biggest. It's actually kind of like a puzzle of magical interweaving strands that Annie's ever seen. She would try to knock it out, right? She would try to get it.
So I think that Andy kind of pokes her head around a corner at some point while this is happening and has like the tendrils of magic like looped around like she's trying to roll up a cable. So there's just a bunch hanging from her arms.
Mm-hmm. If you already started, I would love for you to give me an Arcana check.
Okay.
I will burn points for you if you do not have them so that you can have that Arcana at advantage.
I mean, open recent files. Let's see what I've just been vibing, you know? Okay, +8. All right. So it's going to be. I do also have points, it should be said. I can't spend them. Someday the page will load. Okay, it's going to be. Oof. I can do it after my roll, right? It's not.
I've already bought it for you. I already bought it for you. You already have advantage.
Great. Good, because that first one was not great. I rolled one higher.
No!
Can I buy me one?
Yeah, sure.
All right. I'm going to do. Okay. Love with the finger guns. Sorry, it was very important. I rolled lower.
No! All right, what did you get?
Okay. Well, I guess I'm taking the 2, right? So that's a 10.
You don't really have a clue what you're doing, but it's so fucking interesting. And also, if you start over here and you just start rolling it up and just start a bit detangling, it should be so much easier.
You know what? This is just like lighting cable. Like, sometimes you don't understand. You just have to start doing it and things will become clear.
Yeah.
And I think Andy just says, "Oh, hi."
Hi.
That's King Oberon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Does certainly seem so. So this is where. Oh, hi, Puck. Puck is here, right? I can see Puck.
Yeah.
I was about to ask, where's Puck?
Puck is in there.
Hi, Puck.
Hi. So, as you can see, when I said he was missing on his own account because he wanted to say, here, I tried moving him. He doesn't move. I can't unplug this because in my pact, I'm not allowed to stop entertaining him.
Insight check.
Inside roll.
Also, insight check.
I
Oh, wait,
think
it's
checking
bad.
out the Oberon body while they are talking with Puck.
11.
It sounds legit what he's telling you.
Because I'm
Natural 20.
Way!
I don't
Fucking
know
hell.
where these are
Okay,
coming from,
I'm coming
other
back
than
to
my
the nat
die being
20.
great.
Are you looking at King Oberon's body?
Yeah.
Yeah. Breathing, watching, has a lot of dust. Kind of
Nice.
one of the slushies that you got on top of your shelf and never move, and then you take it down once and you're like, ugh.
Yeah, I'm gonna start cleaning the dust off.
It's not really reacting, still staring at the
It's
screens.
fine. This is the key.
Because my suspicion is that we know that Puck has given someone else a video device that has basically entrapped them.
Do we know that?
Yeah, she said she got it from Puck.
So nat 20, right? I mean,
Yes, indeed. Plus,
yeah,
technically,
nat 20 is nat
a nat 20. Yeah, a nat 20 plus, I think 7, so 27.
So, everything
I'd like
he
to imagine
says is
I'm
technically the truth.
Mhm.
Technically. And his eyes are wandering to over where Celeste is standing, but like in a casual way, like looking around. And you get the feeling like he's waiting for something. And he's looking back at where you might be, but like in a casual way. And when he's looking away again, for a second, you see the eyes of a madman. Whatever's going on in Puck's mind, you're not sure if he's master of it anymore. And he's all smiles, he's all friendly. He's watching what Andy's doing very carefully. And to paint you a picture of the room, it's like these ginormous screens. And from the screens are inside the wall. And the floor, the walls, and somewhere in the back there are like a lot of strings or cables of different colors, different feelings, tangled in a big mess. Like imagine somebody put like 3 balls of yarn into a crate and shook it, or 4 or 5, or maybe. Wait, let's count. You have one in gray, one in like orange. There's one in a very friendly green. And they're all tangled up. But if you see, like, Puck's always having half an eye on Oberon.
And it
The
looks like
panic
he's
is
waiting
real,
for.
but you don't think the panic is because of the things Puck told Mercy.
And it looks like Puck is waiting for something to occur almost.
Yes.
Cool. Oh boy, a message cantrip would break invisibility in my mind.
Quick question. Yes, it does. Unfortunately, counts
Yeah.
as casting a spell. Quick question. Can I guess roll like maybe a knowledge-based thing or something, or insight or something to sort of understand what's up with King Oberon right now? Because like King Oberon's supposed to be the king of everything and is here. And like you had told us the stuff about the moth before. Is that stuff that I might be able to like understand as a part of being?
I could offer you history or arcana.
Okay. Those are the exact same.
Different, but you'd get out different facts.
Different things. I think that because of the way this situation is set up here, I might try Arcana. In which case that's a +1, so 19 total.
That's enough. You look at these screens for a second, and it's so cool. Oh, Puck has a new outfit. Oh, and here's he's doing ice skating. Oh, and what is that? And is that Puck in a walk going down a snowy hill? I want you. And now I've got to look something up because I need a saving throw from you.
Yeah, fuck.
I was going to say that during this, I am also. Oh,
I rolled a
wisdom
nat 20
saving
on whatever
throw.
the save is going to be. A what? A wisdom? Okay,
Wisdom.
20 plus 3, 23.
You rolled a 20.
I rolled a nat 20. I rolled a nat 20. I win.
And you feel yourself slipping into, but wait, you're a trickster?
Yeah.
You know this feeling? You know hypnotic pattern. It's the oldest trick in the book. It's a good one. You gotta say that. It's a good one. But if you're you're a few steps away, and when you slightly squint, like, you know, these weird AI pictures where it's like something and you squint and you're supposed to see Jesus or something?
Yes.
You step away and you you squint a tiny bit and you see it's just a hypnotic spiral. Slowly and slowly and slowly, but since the pictures are all moving, it's just a hypnotic spiral, keeping King Oberon in.
I'm going to.
I take a moment and I'm just like, well, that's really clever.
Who is Puck like out of all of us? Who is Puck like furthest from, depending
From
on
you.
where Puck is? From me.
And
Who's
carrying on the
Puck's
last
second?
inside 20, that was an inside, right?
Yes.
For somebody not reacting at all, he kept the portal up quite a bit longer. And for somebody not seeing anyone at all, he's suspiciously close to Celeste.
Mm-hmm. Is he turned away from me?
Wait for you?
Is he turned away from me if he's suspiciously close to Celeste?
No.
Okay. I have a question.
Yeah.
In the time that I have been here, while they have been attempting to get here, have I been able to learn anything about what King Oberon's current state?
Toddler with an iPad.
That's, I can see that so clearly.
Yeah.
I am going to, somewhat simultaneously to each other from sort of the other side of the room, essentially where I am. As I'm walking, I beeline pretty quickly over to where Puck is kind of getting into the closeness of Celeste's personal space. As I do that beeline, I'm going to message Cantrip to Mousy and go, Mousy, the portal's still open. Puck is waiting for something. The portal's still open and Puck is waiting for something. This isn't good. And then I'm going to slide into the space, invisibility now drop, between Celeste and Puck and go, hi.
So you drop your invisibility?
Yeah, I want to step right between the two of them.
Puck
and go, hi.
Swizzles around. He's like, you're not dead. The portal closes in the background as he loses concentration on it. It's like, oh my gosh, you're not dead. You're not dead. And he actually hugs you.
Oh my god. I will hug him back and look over his shoulder at Celeste and Mousy just like.
She told me you fell off the fucking broom. I thought you were dead.
I did fall off the broom, but I'm here, still cute.
Oh my god, you still can be on the show. We can spend time.
Yeah.
You know, I wanted to ask you if you wanted to get coffee. Why am I saying this out loud? You know, the thing that I thought you were dead. Okay. After all this is done and we saved the Feywild, I'm gonna take you out for coffee. I mean, if you swing that way.
I swing all the ways. I will happily take you up on a free coffee. But what was that about the Feywilds? What exactly? I'm so sorry. Could you catch me up again?
Short from Feywild collapsing because he doesn't stop watching. Titania's dead. I'm trying to use it to get us all out of our fucking deals so we can have our own will again. And topple all of the system of favor for favor for favor for favor. If you know somebody important, everything's going to be fine. But I still need a tiny bit for that, and that was you guys.
Right. So you want us to, break him out of watching this?
I would be very helpful if you could help Andy do the smart people thing. Yeah. I was
Andy is
I
very
never
smart.
thought of picking up strands of pure archfey magic just like that. But it seems like that's something you can do.
You improvised. It's a performance strategy. You improvised, yeah?
Beautiful, yeah, beautiful.
Yeah. Ariel is kind of looking over at the others of us happening like, what's going on? But we'll continue to chat with him while I'm watching what is Andy doing currently?
At the
About
moment?
Oberon. Yeah, what's currently happening over there?
I think she started like the amount that she has over her arm is just kind of she is in fairly close proximity to like where Oberon is standing, relatively speaking. And I think every so often she's kind of looking at Oberon, and as she gathers it, she's kind of experimentally like tugging on it to see if there is any response to the influence of outside magic upon the archphase magic, or if Oberon is just too enraptured.
Which string are you pulling on?
What are my options?
You have orange, you have green, you have violet.
Oh no, is this one of the cut the cord moments?
Yeah.
No.
You have
Well, I don't
gray.
go ahead.
And you look at the thing and you get the feeling like there are some, when we're going full on technician with that, you get the feeling like there's something that's kind of gotta be like the balance between the violet and the green, but you have no idea what that's the violet and the orange, but you have no idea what that's supposed to be.
So do I feel like that balance is currently there or the balance is missing?
Right now it's missing, but right now all of them are tangled up.
So it's hard to tell. Yeah.
Hard to
It's
tell,
like
but you
when
get
your
the feeling there's something missing here.
sweatshirt strings are out of whack. So I'm gonna pull on the violet string.
Mm-hmm.
And
you put on
see
the
what happens. We're doing science.
You have a string. Which way do you pull? Left or right?
Right.
The pictures on the screens change.
2.
they change to something a bit more like Puck talking about some things that's like some social issues, about family, about taking care of each other.
Okay. Can I pull on the orange string?
Comedy.
Do I see a disruption in the hypnotic pattern when that happens?
The pattern stays the same, but the colors are changing a bit.
Okay, but the pattern's still intact.
Yeah.
Okay.
So orange is comedy,
Mhm.
purple is family. I'm gonna pull the gray.
The gray is something like adventure, action, but also knowledge and technique. Like about this is the newest invention.
Sure. And then green is the other one, right? Green.
Rom-com. Love. L'amour.
Okay. I'm gonna ask. I'm gonna be like, hey, can one of you take one of these? Actually, I don't know. Will it? Do I think it will hurt my friends? Excuse me, to touch this thing.
I mean,
These
you're
things.
touching them.
But I'm very magical.
Not more or less
They're
magical than they are.
Well, they're magical in different ways, is my point, right? Like,
You don't think so. You rolled a 2.
this seems fine. So I'm gonna be like, hey, can somebody take this one? And I'm gonna hold up the green. No one moves. Great.
Have I finished dusting off Oberon? Because that's really been Mousie's priority since we made it.
You got the roast off of him, yeah.
Okay, then Mousy can take the cord if we're done.
Which one are you taking?
Whichever one Andy's handing to her, because obviously Andy's not going to do anything that would intentionally hurt.
No, this is the rom-com. This is very
so green.
Chill.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mousy, I want you to roll a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, I'm good at this. That's a 27 and nat 20.
Suck my dick. Yeah, you take
5
the cord.
in 20 minutes.
You feel like something, like it's buzzing in your hand. And it feels faintly familiar. But you're not sure you know where. But yeah, it's buzzing. Like
it's buzzing. Like bees buzzing? Or
no,
like
as in what Andy just handed you. Like if you took it the wrong way, it would electrocute you. Like here is an open copper wire. Hold this.
Oh, okay. Thanks, Andy. I'm so glad I'm impervious to this.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't do anything that would hurt you, obviously. I know a lot about magic and everything.
Obviously.
So what do I do with this?
Well, we're trying to untangle them. Okay. So sort of follow it. That's the best idea I have so far. Unless I can make another Arcana check to work out a better way, I'm going to do what I do when I have jewelry tangled, which is spend a very long time picking at knots and just kind of.
You're allowed another Arcana check.
Great.
Also, Puck is like looking around, is like, yeah, it's a bit dusty and dizzy in here. Sorry, I don't clean up very often. Wait, let me make some light. And cast Sunray. Standing right next to you.
So here's the thing. I'd been waiting for a chance to interject because I didn't want to stop everybody else's really good stuff. When Puck was distracted by Ariel, I was going to use that moment to go over to Oberon and place the umbrella over his face so that there is a darkness over the top of him and it's over his head. So that, maybe 5-0 just sucks him through a portal and he's gone, or maybe it breaks the hypnotic pattern or something. Like, I'm timing it so that,
exactly that happens.
Cool, he's gone.
Oberon is gone.
Mousy freaks the fuck out.
Like, you guys are holding wires, and like Puck starts to look around, and I finish my like slowly moving over, and I put it over the top of it, and right before he casts the sun ray, just gone.
Drop the wire. Fuck the wires.
Did the wires lead to Oberon, and in which case what has happened to the wires?
Yeah.
See, so the wires were going in and out of the ground and in and out of something that kind of looked like a globe, something like that, an Arcano 3D map spinning in the room. You weren't sure yet. As soon as Oberon is gone.
Oh, but I was, because I rolled a 26.
Okay, 2 things happen. 3 things happen. Number 1, you understand what you're actually doing. And you weren't quite wrong with detangling. But what happened is these are basically the safe fails, and you were starting to hack yourself into the fail-safe protocol of the Feywild.
Okay.
And you weren't like doing the worst work. It could have been a lot more quicker and more efficient.
Listen, I rolled a 2. You gotta listen.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You rolled a 2. He's gone. The screens flicker and die. Puck, in the middle of a spell, claps his hand. Light fills the room. All of these strands of magic start to sing and latch onto him. And he starts to scream. And that is where we're going to take a break.
Yeah.
Heard.
Oh.
I might have made a big mistake. I'm so sorry. I thought I was saving him. This might have gone bad.
I wrote down Celeste has taken action in big letters in my notes.
I mean,
I've been wondering if it should be Puck or Oberon, and then you had distracted Puck, and I'm like, fine, I'll go for Oberon.
let's hope that my Arcana checks from here on out are better.
They can literally only get better.
That's not true. I could roll a 1.
Because we're still on air party. People are going to return in 10 minutes. See you back later.
Okay.
And we're back, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in and staying. Now, last we left off, Oberon got teleported away by 5-0. Everything's fine. I'm not stressed at all. What are my beautiful... yeah, and Puck just got hunted down by 1, 2, 3, 4 very, very powerful lines of magic and is currently getting magically electrocuted in full up in the air screaming. What do you want to do?
As I've dropped the cone and Oberon disappeared, I was doing a little like oopsie, and then I see that happen. I go, oh, oopsie, like a for real one. Oops. Oh no.
I want to see if I can work out what just happened. I don't know why. Like, can I do an Arcana check to determine why Oberon just disappeared the fuck out of the room?
That's right. You don't know I brought 5-0 back.
Yeah, this looks
Great.
very weird to
27.
Well, here's a little fun fact about our world. Firstly, Archfey are pretty magic resistant. The only thing, I mean, Oberon was basically prone, so, but the one thing that is really easy, like that can get an Archfey is another Archfey, and that just happened.
I think Oberon was under attack from another Archfey.
Something like
No,
that.
it's okay. That was just 5-0.
No, I mean,
what?
you see Celeste standing there with the fucking umbrella again. And you also never looked at 5-0 when he was alive with Detect Magic.
I don't know. I mean, the last I heard of 5-0, he was dead. So I have no reason to believe that 5-0 is back.
This is true. You were not on the broom. You did not experience our broom. Our
you
broom
turn around.
moment.
What you see is the following: Oberon is there, shadow falling over on shadow, getting darker and darker until it's pitch black. Shadow, for a moment, leaving the umbrella, like the umbrella is simply not casting a shadow. The shadow falling to the ground. The shadow's coming back. No Oberon in the shadow.
I think Oberon has been kidnapped.
Yeah.
Okay, what do you say out loud?
I say I think Oberon has been kidnapped.
No, it's okay. I rescued him, but what the? I mean, what? And I just point at Puck.
So Puck, just for my own edification, so Puck is like being levitated by the magical, essentially cable cords of magic have now bereft of their former source to plug in, have gone to him.
Mm-hmm.
And it seems like the void that we just created is getting attracted to the next person that it would be, and that seems bad.
And Puck's hanging in the air, back nearly bent as if it's breaking, and screaming his fucking life out.
And the portal closed.
And the portal closed. And here's a little fun tidbit.
It was great a second ago, and now it's bad.
That you knew. Remember the thing I said about Archfays?
Which thing?
Yeah.
That an Archfey can get another Archfey, and they're in a league of their own because
Yes.
Yeah.
Puck doesn't have these.
Yeah, Puck's not an Archfey yet.
Puck's not an
Puck
Archfey,
isn't
no.
a Fey.
Oh, that's right! I forgot he's human!
You just trapped a human warlock into the funny Archfey boinkadoing.
I forgot he was human!
I think Andy's gonna try and stop whatever's happening, because as far as she is concerned, Puck is not innocent in all of this, but certainly not deserving of what is happening right now.
Ariel has done a 180 that was definitely not maybe partially informed by the coffee date from wow, I don't trust
Consider that maybe Celeste is the villain of this series.
Ariel's done a 182. Okay, wait, maybe we need to save Puck suddenly. Okay, so Celeste's the attacker.
You rolled a
I wanna try-
27 on your Arcana check, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you that. You know, like, you touch these cable, you touch this string of magic. You have here the power of 4 very powerful archfays getting ciphered into one boy.
I'm gonna see if I can. I want to see if I can. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna embrace socialism. I want to see if I can siphon enough of the magic. Like I want to use the stars.
Mm-hmm.
I want to siphon it so that everyone who is touched by starlight gets like a very, 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 very small portion of this power.
You are
Temporary.
right now in a pocket dimension.
Yeah.
I love the idea. I'm just trying to make it work. You're in a pocket dimension and basically an enclosed studio. You can't see any stars, you can't see any windows. You know they're somewhere there because you can feel your magic.
Okay, then can I just siphon it off? Can I attempt to siphon it off just for like a temporary like stop Puck screaming?
You can certainly try. Allow me to ask you, are you sure?
I also have a quick question.
No, but I'm gonna do it anyway.
Okay.
Quick question about the situation. So Puck had cast a sunlight spell.
Mhm.
And I think that's concentration. So did that immediately collapse as he is screaming right now and we're back in the normal darkness?
Flash, but yeah, it's gone.
Okay. Okay. I think I might make a dive for the shadows. I feel like I'm in trouble.
I don't have a better idea of what to do.
This
I have an idea that isn't going to sort anything, but it will certainly make things different. It'll change the problem, but I think we should hear Mousie's first.
I'd like
Andy?
to sending.
I'm gonna put your money where your mouth was. I'm gonna need a Constitution saving throw, a Wisdom saving throw, a Charisma saving throw, and
But before Andy's making saving throws,
okay, yeah.
I would like to sending La Llorona. Which I don't know if it'll go through because we're on a different plane of existence and there's a 5% chance that it won't.
Yeah.
Look up the sending spell.
I mean, it might. There's a good chance it will.
You just have to roll for it.
Which you're familiar.
I am familiar.
And even
with
of the other planes of existence, there's a 5% chance. Okay, so I'm gonna roll. If it goes through, you will not know that. So if I roll a 1, the sending will get lost.
Okay.
Yeah.
You do that.
Okay, I rolled. What do you want to say?
Hello. It's me, Mousy. Do you know 5-0? If so, tell us more.
Okay,
Please,
that's 13 words.
Please. Hold on, I'm still going. Also, disconnect momentarily. Please. That's 2 pleases in there too.
Okay, yeah, that got out. Okay. Going back to the saving throws I want you to make. I need Charisma, Wisdom, Int, and Constitution, please.
Okay, let's invest first. Okay.
The stock market.
I'm going to buy.
We're doing some advantages here.
And as a little rule, the first one you buy is advantage. So pick the better one. If you want to push another, that's a re-roll. So you pick the one and
I
then you
need
re-roll back.
charisma. I need help on the charisma most of all, I think. Maybe not. It's what? Charisma, wisdom,
Con.
con. Oh, none of those are good. So, we'll uh
Charisma,
I
wisdom,
will help
and con.
purchase, because part of this is my fault. I will help purchase one of your advantages for you.
I will
so that
also
you
help
can have
purchase
that
one
on
of your
Mars.
advantages for you because I just figured out how Twitch points work. Because I'm great with technology, no one needs to worry about it. But I'll
Okay.
also purchase you one.
For my advantage, I am doing charisma, which is what I said I needed most help on. So I rolled an 18, and I need to see what my modifier is. I don't remember. I'm pretty sure it's not negative though. Yeah, +3. Right? +3? Yes. So 21 on charisma.
Okay.
I have advantage on wisdom. It's not gonna matter. My wisdom is 9.
Okay.
Hold on. I can, as a bonus action, provide help to somebody within 30 feet of me. That's not a saving throw thing. Never
This
mind.
gives me advantage.
I tried.
I did, however, get a natural 20 on the Constitution,
Okay.
which I think is just a flat, so it will be 20 because I don't have a modifier.
Okay. So you got which one?
Charisma.
You got charisma. But you didn't get wisdom.
No.
Did you get intelligence?
Oh, I did Constitution. Was I supposed to do?
No, you're supposed to do all 4.
Oh,
You're
okay.
you said you're siphoning the power. You're touching
And I'm giving
four
you
open cables, darling.
And I'm giving you a third advantage if you didn't already use it. I'm giving you one as well. I don't know if you used it already.
I used it on the one that didn't matter.
Do we need one more?
No.
Maybe, yeah. No, intelligence is good for you, though.
Yeah. 23.
Okay, yeah, you get intelligence. So you failed 2.
I failed 1.
1. Which one was it?
Unless a 20 fails.
20 does not fail.
Okay, so I failed wisdom. Was the only one I failed.
Okay, I want you to tell me what's the saddest thing that ever happened to Andy.
I mean, she just got fired.
Sweetheart, when I said I wanted to play about corporate and capitalism, that is what I meant, but okay.
I mean, that's recent, right? That's a fresh wound. No. I think probably like one of the reasons that she lives in the city now, as opposed to like where her family lives, is probably because there was like a significant like basically FAE climate change is the saddest thing that has ever happened to Andy, because I think like the place where she formerly lived is now, through magical and probably corporate means, uninhabitable.
And you don't know why, but you feel that for a moment bubble up inside you and tear you apart from the inside. And you're gonna get 6 psychic damage.
6, okay.
And then I need you to make another wisdom saving throw. DC 15.
Okay. Oh, hang on. I kept my. Was that this game? My hit point maximum was lowered by something last game. Was that this game? It isn't saved on my character sheet. I'm gonna say no.
I, for one, do not recall that.
No, you just
what
took
that
some damage because you tried to lie.
That might be a different.
Then I think Puck healed you for some of that, or all of that.
Well, if I retain some of that, then I need to know how much. But otherwise, I'm making another wisdom saving throw. I'm gonna invest. Okay. Okay. Math. I keep scrolling, so my wisdom is not visible. +3, so that's a 19.
And for a moment, you get the feeling of you don't want to hurt anymore. You really don't want to hurt anymore. You had enough. But it's still important. It's still dear to you. So you hold on to the one thing that's important to you and that's hurting you. Which means it's not. Which means it's still yours. So you take some damage. What everybody sees is that all of the wires smack over to Andy for a second before they switch back to Puck. The gray one stays, and you feel like a crucial, like a nightmarish amount of wisdom and knowledge, and you didn't want to know all of this, and holy shit, you can look into every phone. You know everything about everyone. You don't know, but you know you could, and you see your own, like the chat of you guys always ticking further and further and further, and reading all the stupid smiles you send to each other. And you know you could technically do this with all of the phones in all of the world, and you're getting a tiny bit. Ooh, that's some strong stuff. It's buzzing. Your head is on fire. It still hurts like a mother trucker, but you can control it for now.
Okay, we need to do something about this because this is not a long-term solution to the problem.
So one of the wires has switched over from Puck to Andy, and 3 are left.
The gray one. Now back to Puck are the orange, the violet, and the green.
I mean, I've got to grab one. I've got to. What I was also going to do, but not pictured me paging through my character sheet with terror. Going, what do I have? My initial plan as this was happening, which Ariel doesn't think this would necessarily do anything, but I've got, in terms of the magic items that we've all got, it's come up a couple times. Ariel's appearance changes with the like gem on his necklace, which is like an illusion foci. As this is happening, I think Ariel rips that off and like presses it up like against Puck's chest in the hope that potentially that can like divert or siphon off some of the magic that if like trying to create multiple sources of conduction. it would probably shatter that item. Doesn't matter. When that happens, I think you also notice that Ariel's appearance does change, that the whole time that you've been seeing Ariel, it's been several degrees more like extravagant and nice clothes than Ariel's actually been wearing the whole time. But right after that, when the wires switch back, I'm grabbing a second one because that did something. So I'm gonna, Andy's smart. I'm gonna follow in Andy's footsteps.
Which one are you grabbing?
Remind me which ones are left.
We have
And if we know
orange,
what they
violet,
are.
and green.
Violet was
family.
family.
Orange was comedy, and gray was
You got
We've
gray.
got gray. What was green? If we know, I might not know.
Rom-com.
Gotcha. I think I'm grabbing violet, and do I remember which one that was off the top of my head? No, but I think it's the one that I'm grabbing.
Wisdom saving throw. Thank you very much.
Yay! I'm not good at this. Am I good at this? Maybe I'm good at this. Let's find out. I'm not good at this. But I do have luck points, just in case. Hello. That is if anything I can add to that. I don't think so, but that is a 19 flat with nothing added to it at all. I just straight up rolled a 19.
You
So-
still got stuff you're gonna add to this, or?
I don't think I have anything I can add to it because I can't bardic inspiration myself.
Then I would ask you to roll a wisdom saving check 15.
DC 15?
Mhm.
Cool. That is a 17.
Okay.
Just flat without any additives.
What's the one thing that that Ariel holds dear and never wants to lose?
Ooh. If you'd asked him up until this moment, Ariel would have said it was the sense of being watched and knowing that you're admired and adored and respected, and people are in awe of you, and people look up to you and look at you with wonder the way that they look at you when you are on stage. Instead, it diverts to not the moment of performing on live TV in front of everyone and rolling a nat 20 and that exact feeling, but it instead diverts to earlier that day sitting in Mousie's bedroom when everyone was kind of lying on top of each other and nothing was really happening and there wasn't any need for him to be or project anything. It's that ability to exist without fear of observation is the thing that he treasures because he knows how easy it is to lose.
And that fear of and that knowledge of it's so easy to lose, and that doubt of maybe they don't really see you, maybe they just love your glittering facade, gnaws into you. I want you please to take 8, 9, 14 psychic damage.
14 or 13?
14.
Noted.
But also you keep that with you because it's yours. You can feel something pulling on it, but you stand your ground. You're like, no, this actually is important to me.
I'm going to hold on to the wire with having just pushed my gem up against Puck and drag it away from him.
Right, the thing with the gem. Wonderful. Who else wants to touch the open magical wire? I guess that's what we're doing right now.
You're muted.
You're muted.
Yeah, Celeste looks at Mousy and is just like, this doesn't seem smart.
Mousy's with you 100%. Mousy is not. Mousy has already taken a wire and is aware that those things will hurt. So she is not taking another wire. She's hoping that Lala Garona was going to reply, and just kind of sitting there like, oh god. I guess, and then I was going to proceed to maybe.
I'm gonna talk to him. I'm gonna go over to Puck and talk to him and be like,
Maybe
why
I
did
didn't
you
make
do this?
myself clear. What Puck is doing right now is screaming in pain.
Yes, I know. I'm still gonna go, why did you do this?
I'm going to send
Why
another
didn't
sending.
he do this?
He brought Oberon here.
To 5
No, I didn't.
Wait, sorry. What are you doing, Mousy?
Oh, I was going to say, well, that's happening. Mousy's going to try and sending to 5 hi, it's Mousy. Can you come pick us up, please? The end. That's it. That's the message.
Okay. Evie, anything else from Celeste?
I mean, he says, no, I didn't. She's like, she turns back to Mousy and goes, he's absolutely not cooperative.
No, and you see Mousy over there counting words on her hands as she's definitely ascending to who knows, but she's counting the words on her hands.
Okay. So, 2 things are happening right now. First of all, you get a message back from La Llorona.
Oh, shit, yes.
It's very silent. Don't know where you are. Can't really help. Power's gone.
I vomit.
I'll try. And another thing is that you hear, you're not sure if you hear it. It's a very silent woo. And around Celeste, like Celeste standing there with the umbrella. Right now, the shadow swallowed Oberon.
Yeah.
And you see Celeste is throwing a shadow. And you're throwing a shadow. And the clothing on your arm is throwing a shadow. And all of these shadows are going pitch black. Growing darker and darker. As from the darkness, you're pretty sure some of these things should be light. Not the cutesy humanoid evil creature appears, but a nightmarish monster made out of shadow and claws and smoke. Growing behind Celeste bigger and bigger and bigger, halfway throwing no, not of pitch black, but throwing a big shade over the still flickering screens. Ooh! 5-0 is with you.
Cool. That means
and you see the see like an enormous owl made out of shadow diving, like, you know that like a claw catch Celeste. The claw of the claw is as big as Celeste.
Ah!
When I mean gigantic, I say gigantic. Tries to catch, to reach for Puck, and goes through. And on the other side, you see on the wall, again, this is a shadow you're more likely familiar with, Celeste, just about 2.5 meter tall, humanoid-ish, shadowy owl creature, just reaching into the shadow and making it darker and darker, and you get the feeling it's something about the terrain changed. You have no idea what's going on, but it seems to be fun. Also, yeah, that's the Archfey in action.
Cool. I'm just gobstruck. I'm just stunned in awe. Like, whoa. I don't know what to do anymore.
Well, that is all of you had a turn.
Uh-huh.
I had a turn. Oh no.
That's a good thing to hear.
I rolled a nat 20.
Oh, good.
Now I'm gonna
Congrats.
roll some more
Shots
dice.
nice. Oh, okay. I do love the socialism.
Congratulations. You just dodged, with that stunt, you dodged the layer action.
Oh!
That's so many dice that just to the table.
Yeah, I don't like
no,
that.
setting
that's
them
not
out.
many dice. That's
My
just
socialism plan was so good. If
Oh, yeah.
only it would have worked.
Irvi loved the socialism plan. Mousie's not about socialism, though.
Ariel has the exact lack of impulse control needed to be like, if your friends all grabbed electrical wires, would you too? Yes.
Mousie went thoughts and prayers.
So
Good
I love
vibes.
that.
I know we have
Good
a yellow
vibes.
on body horror. How are we feeling today? Is a tiny bit okay, or are we not in the mood for body horror?
No
As long-
descriptive elements, just like a statement of that things are happening, but no like gore added, please.
Yeah.
Okay. So what you're watching is a human without the security protocol getting stuffed with Fey energy, and this Fey energy of 3 Archfey. It's not pretty to watch how Puck changes. And by the screams of it, it's hurting like a mother trucker.
I mean,
Is it-
Andy has done what she can. Like, I
it-
can't.
3, the 2 wires, and 5-0?
Sorry again?
Is it 3, the 2 wires, and 5-0, do we think? Or is it...
Yeah,
I
it
don't
should
know
only
what
be
to think.
2 because I have 1 and Ariel has 1.
No, I don't think Ariel passed the check.
I was able to pull it away, though, I believe.
I think it went back.
Did it?
It did went back, but you took the blunt of it for this round. So it's not away. It's still the damage. It's a lot of less damage.
Got it.
Okay. Andy looks fine. Andy's got a wire, and Andy looks fine.
Andy looks fine, but Andy rolled a nat 20.
Andy did roll in it.
Andy, please someone feel free to quickly insert. Andy took some damage, but is not continuing to.
No. But Andy,
Okay.
you get a bit nauseous as a wave of information floods your brain. Your normal Fey brain really isn't made for.
I mean, I'm literally a fairy.
You're all are different kinds of fairy. But you're also very small.
As we've looked at these wires, and Andy, I'm presuming, was talking out loud about some of these, are these the ones that correspond to the Archfey that Puck took over?
Could pretty much be.
Because a Puck didn't take over everything, right?
No.
Puck took over Coyote Communications.
Mm-hmm.
Puck took over the one for Dracul.
Took over Pixie Dust and took over Lorona. Took over ours.
So I think that, like, coming out of having asked Puck that question, having watched 5-0 do a swoop and miss, because immaterial, And then looking around and looking at all of this, I go, you caused this. You took over those corps. You took over those incorporations. This is your fault. And I'm just yelling at Puck still.
You look at Puck. You see a tear stream burned into his face. You see claws. You see the beginning of pointy ears.
I'm going to make contact and say, you will owe me everything in order to get my help right now. Agree.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah. He screams
agrees.
yes.
I grab it and I tell the other two, grab the other two. And I'm going to grab I think it's the orange one for comedy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to grab that one.
Charisma
And I'm going to
saving throw.
shout at the other two, grab the other two. So that maybe Melcy will know that she's being told to do something. She still might not, but it's an effort. It's a try.
I succeeded but let go of the violet one, I believe. So I will try. Actually, I will grab the green one because I believe that's the one left that I haven't grabbed yet. And I will also healing word Puck as a bonus action.
Oh, that's
because
very
I
kind of
can.
you.
Oh, no way. No fucking way. No fucking way.
20? Wonderful.
No fucking way.
We've rolled.
I mean, it's
so
fitting.
many.
You know your boss. And the flickering light, the flickering fire on the you saw on the walls when Coyote was reborn. Yeah, you know your boss.
Yeah.
Still,
So I
it's a
grabbed that
punch.
one.
Yeah, you can grab it. It detaches from Puck and attaches to you. Holy smokes! Like there's you are touching like a lot of electricity right now, and it goes through, and it's so much power. You kind of want to keep it a little bit.
I don't want to maybe.
So, orange is with Celeste. I believe with that you started helping Puck. Is that correct?
Yeah, I had an agreement with Puck that he would owe me everything in order to get my help, in order for me to help him right now.
You helped him out. With
I
that,
helped him right now. Yeah.
he owes you everything,
Yes.
and otherwise connect to you.
Cool.
And I need you to roll a bunch of saving throws, honey.
Well, okay.
Luckily, you have a warding bond on you.
Oh no!
I'm really glad you put that up, Melcy.
All right. So I'm definitely doing an emote for what's my first one. I think one of them's Constitution.
You need to roll. I mean, the gray one is still with. You need.
Can I roll?
And the charisma, you got a net 20. I'm gonna honor the net 20s. You're gonna roll wisdom and Constitution. And
okay.
What else?
It's just those two.
Yeah, it's just those two.
Because intelligence stayed.
Yeah, intelligence stayed. Shine on how we talk. Fucking hell.
I don't know how to make this roll twice at the same time. So first roll. This is not good. Second roll. Is it better? Okay. So 15 plus 3, that's not enough.
You get a +1 from warding bond, just by the way, because that's up.
Oh, okay.
And
Okay.
I would love to Bardic if I can, because I'm not the one making these throws.
I will probably use it on the next one because I need it. I hit a dirty 20.
Dirty 20 is enough.
All right. That is for the wisdom one specifically because my wisdom one's higher.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna do Yep, we're going to do the Constitution, which is not good. And I'm going to take that Bardic Inspiration to that one. So we're going to do another advantage because I need it. Okay, all right. Constitution. So this will be, it's a +1 I got. I got 1 from the Warding Bond. And I'm going to roll, what's the Bardic Inspiration?
Now that's a great question because it's either it's a D8 or it's a D10, I believe, and it's a D10 specifically if I'm doing something that is true to myself. In this,
You did try to do this, so it is kind of true to what you would do.
I would argue that me
Just tell
trying
me
to
how you want to inspire Celeste.
actually, yeah, I think it's specifically as the wire is moving over from me, it's Ariel just yelling because he didn't get a chance to because you immediately left as soon as we touched down. It's Ariel just yelling, "Thank you for saving me on the broom. I don't know if it holds weight here, but I don't care. I'd rather be indebted to you than anyone, so."
D10.
Okay. Oh my god, that's not real.
Holy
Actually
shit!
able to-
That's not real.
Evie!
Okay.
And then a +2.
Yes.
So you rolled 2 D20s, right?
Well, so that was my
One was a dirty 20.
right. So I rolled a dirty 20 on the first one, and this was my first of the advantage roll. I didn't roll the second because this was the first of my advantage. I still bought the advantage. It's whatever. Yeah.
So the violet one burns. The orange one feels like home. And the green one also feels like home. But in a very different way. Because it really takes you home. Back to where you come from. Where there's so much more green and you can just be yourself. And, people think tricks always have to be mean. No. Oftentimes tricks are kind of just try to take care of you. It's a bit different way of showing it, but
Trick people into taking their medicine, trick
Yeah.
people into drinking more water
You're
than
the
they
annoying
wanted.
older
Just like,
sibling.
yeah. Just trick people into being better and healthy and
Okay.
reverse psychology tricks. It's all good.
So you rolled 2 net 20s, one for a Coyote and one for, I'm gonna say it out loud, Titania, right?
Yes, Titania is the name I was trying to remember. I own stocks in Titania.
And the net 20 Kitsune.
Mm-hmm.
Because actually the Data Kraken owned Dracul. Which is a bit fucked up if you think about that the organization that's making the medicine kits is owning the healthcare, but
Still,
I mean,
somehow
you're the
this fucked
Americans.
up in the
I'm
US
not. I don't
healthcare
need to tell you
system,
this.
So,
So the only one that's snapping back to Puck is the violent one. Everybody, there's one left. What do we want to do?
If Mousy
Oh, no, not
doesn't
back to
take
Puck.
it,
Actually, not. No,
then
it
I
goes to
will take
Celeste,
it.
right?
I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
because
think it
Puck
stays
owes
with
you
me.
everything.
Mm-hmm. It stays with me. I rolled a dirty 20, but it wasn't sufficient
Dirty 20 is sufficient to
not take damage, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that I've got the green one and the orange one, and I just kind of smile and I go, if you can get that violet one off of me, this will be so good. Somebody, anybody.
I will grab the violet one.
Wisdom. Let's go, wisdom.
Okay. $18.
18 is not enough. And I
I
need
can't
a number.
bardic again, can I? I can't bardic again, can I?
Mousy size.
I need
Well,
a
I
number.
mean,
And
why wouldn't you be able to bardic? Time has passed.
I think that because we're kind of sort of in a loose rounds thing, it hasn't like opened enough rounds.
A gentle
past it.
Well, I guess
merry-go-round.
if we're not in an
Yeah.
initiative order and we're just going wherever,
It's loose.
it's kind of difficult to.
Ariel just did the bardic, so you know.
Okay, I'll buy myself another thing.
okay.
I mean, it's gonna be hard because I only have a +3. So
I really want Malcy
to take control of her
boss's power.
I was gonna say Mousy literally was sighing and walking over there.
Do it.
Because it's attached to Celeste, so she's a little bit more willing to help. If it was still attached to Puck, there'd be no fucking way. And yeah, she's gonna sit there. We're gonna do one little last thoughts and prayers, being, "Oh my God, please, Yorolo, please have disconnected." And yeah, we'll take the violet one.
Okay, first I need Annie to take some damage.
Oh, right.
14 damage, please. And then I need a wisdom saving throw for Melcy.
That's a 26.
Holy,
Yay!
that tops the
I'm a
25.
This is this is what I do.
This is what you do. It's literally just
No blink, just hold.
so. You two feel that power flowing into you. And let's be honest, your job would be so much easier with all of that power. And Andy got the internal knowledge of basically the World Wide Web. And Celeste, the trickster, took 2. You stabilized the whole thing. By the way, there on the ground, sobbing, is Puck, and you kind of see how the power basically flows out of him and drains from him. I have a very important question. What are you planning to do with that archfey power?
Andy is planning to diffuse whatever she is allowed to through the stars.
I think that I look down at Puck and I go, this trick didn't work out for you.
I just wanted to be free.
That's very unfortunate for you. And I think I might reach over to 5-0 if 5-0 wants to take the orange wire, because 5-0 is also an archfey. And I think I might fully absorb Titania because Titania is dead and needs to be reincarnated.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if 5-0 can actually take that, so I might also have to take Coyote's power from him. I don't know.
Melcy, what do you want to do?
This needs to go back to La Llorona.
Open up a portal to her. You have so much archfey power.
Oh my God, yes.
We can open a portal after having briefly trapped ourselves here.
Yep. No idea how to do it, but thoughts and prayers for a portal.
You're
So
an
afraid.
archfey, like you're plugged into an archfey, baby. You can do basically everything you want. Before we do that, Ariel, you're the only one who didn't get a fun glowing straw to suck from.
I am this happening in my mind, like in front of the terrifying backdrop of the screens, and also 5-0, who is the size of multiple buildings. I, having thrown my wire over, have backed up to, I'm down on the ground by Puck, and I'm watching this, but I've got a hand on Puck's shoulder and healing word Puck again.
Yeah.
That's where I'm
Good
currently.
that you're doing this because, first of all, the boy rolled terrible, not his day today. And
I think
second
that's
of
2
all,
times I've
We
killed
stole all the 20s, so you know.
him.
and second of all, Puck is mortal. And he just said, I owe Celeste everything. And what you see, and only you since you're close to Puck, is a tiny cyan spark. Is a tiny, teeny tiny cyan spark, like a sea green spark, leaving him. And the ever smiling, ever friendly young guy, like he just asked you out for a date, and he's good looking, starts to age. Faster and faster and faster. And you're pretty sure he's gonna be gone soon.
I mean, Celeste is actively the one killing him. So I think Andy is just looking at Celeste.
I don't know what's happening to me just yet. I haven't gotten the resolution on my situation, so
The problem
I
is
can't do anything. I'm at 1 hit point and I am
no!
You're at 1 hit point?
yeah.
Oh my god!
Oh.
the problem is you see him grow older than any human is possible to, but he can't die since he owes his life to her. And you see like this little fragile old man smiling at you a tiny bit and just rolling it's into itself like a tired old cat.
I stay where I am. I stay with the hand on the shoulder. I'm kind of watching between him and Celeste, but I'm not moving.
Good. Okay, so you feel the ground shake below you as the arcane prison that held the king for so long is broken apart piece by piece. Andy, you see the stars of the astral plane and you can feel the connection like that. It's not hard to dissipate the magic. Do you keep anything for yourself or is it full socialism?
You're muted.
You're muted. You're muted.
I think that Andy leaves like a channel, a back channel for herself to like
You're
tap
such a
into,
good hacker.
to tap into it, because the way that I imagine this happening is like part of this being is now part of everything, and as Andy was the central holding point for that energy, she is now able to kind of see into it, is what I think she tries to do. I don't know if she succeeds, but I think that's what she's trying to give herself the option of looking back into it if necessary.
Looking into it or tapping into it? Like, would you be able to pull it all together back into yourself?
I don't think Andy wants that power.
But with power comes knowledge.
Let's roll for it. Because she's just seen things not work out, in her opinion, for other people trying to maintain or acquire power. Yeah, I guess she leaves herself the option. She can't resist.
What would you say? How would it change Annie to be low-key connected to everybody?
I think that being connected to everyone through her magic makes her want to interact with people less because she sees everything about them. She sees what she perceives as like their flaws in high definition. It's like the do you really want to hear people's inner thoughts, but more vibes than anything. And I think she just kind of withdraws. And become like it becomes about research and it becomes about progressing knowledge and ensuring that everyone has that knowledge. She loves people. She just sees too much in them.
So, as that happens, and you let the power of an entire multi communication kingdom, like you basically swallowed meta, flow through you.
Ugh.
No, but like imagine if Matter also made the phones and any other
I
machine.
mean, it's
So you
early
swallowed
days.
Meta by swallowing Apple.
We're
Yeah.
on day 2. Let's not be too prophetic, okay?
Hey, I didn't say you swallowed TikTok.
TikTok is unswallowable. That's been proven this week.
Oh shit.
And for a moment, you feel all the knowledge there is about everything go through your head, and you let it all go. You know it's within reach if you want to. And if you think about it, like a neural network is basically also just constellations in the sky. It's nothing different. And as these constellations are like your wings getting a tiny hue darker, and there are an ever shimmering array of constellations on them now. But that is when you give away what you can have. You can always take it back. But like, let the people have a tiny bit fun with it. Merci. You got the string of La Llorona.
Mhm.
You got a kind of a connection to her. Like you can reach her.
Yeah.
What do we do?
We're making a portal and we're getting this specific cable right back to her because she mentioned something about not having power. So we're just gonna boop, plug her in with this.
So you're doing the full on 100%. That's not my fucking job.
That's not my fucking job.
You
And I'm putting in my 2 weeks during the process. Like, and my last day will be.
You're doing that. She's still at the university. She was able to hear you. She wasn't able to get away from all that was promised to her. And when you open the portal, you see her holding the VR headset. Because as Puck's magic broke, this thing broke too. And she's hugging it and holding it and crying her eyes out.
I look at her and I'm going to give her a hug.
She doesn't react for a second. And then she hugs you back.
And we will just hug for a minute. And then when we pull apart, I'm still holding the cable, look at her. and be like, I think this is yours.
Yeah. That's mine.
Can you use it to bring them back?
No.
Can I use it to bring them back?
I don't know. But I can tell you that my power always comes with a price.
Well, it's not technically your power right now. So, thoughts and prayers and good vibes.
Okay,
And we're gonna
Okay, you wanna?
we're gonna try and bring her 2 kids back. Because if it doesn't work, then maybe it'll just all consume Mousy, and Mousy can live in peace and harmony with her and herself over whatever. If it does work, then La Llorona's got her children back and owes Mousy a favor, which is going to be, here's this cable, bye.
These kids have been dead for eons.
Okay.
You don't have anybody. Is that true resurrection, or do we gonna go for a wish spell?
I mean, either.
E-
Because Wish can take every spell.
Which can only do 8th level or lower. So it actually technically can't do true resurrection.
I mean, it's also DM fiat as to whether, like, it depends on how you're finagling the bringing them back to life, honestly.
You tap into La Llorona's power, and it's so gentle and calming. Just like her hug was. Like she was the one crying, and you felt comforted by her somehow. You have no idea how. She's just one of those people who had the difficult job of making the world better while nobody was able to make hers better. And you feel that in her power. That is her aspect. It's the power of sacrifice, of self-sacrifice, and of the question, what happens if the sacrifice is not enough? You can bring back La Llorona's children, but what are you willing to give, and will it be enough? And with that aspect, you also try to understand why it was so easy for Puck to catch her, because all the time in her consulting, she always gave away and gave away and gave away, and Puck was the first one to take that what she never wanted. Do you still want to bring her kids back?
Mousy stands there for a second, thinks about it. And I guess this is where Mousy's backstory comes into play, because she's an inheritor backstory. So, like, she doesn't actually have family around. So she doesn't really feel like she has anything to lose in that sense. And so there would be an overwhelming feeling for her that she's getting this opportunity to reunite somebody's family. And it would be that clerical moment for her where maybe this is a sense of like calling, where like she'd look over at Llorona, she'd think about the friends that she's made. She'll think about her gods being literally Kalimdor and Saloon. So like that connection to death there already, and just be like, yeah, let's do it. Thoughts and prayers and good vibes. Protect and serve.
You let the power flow through you, and it's like a dark river, cold and kind of clears your head, but it's also carrying something away. and you're bringing back her family. And as you see two boys, one is around 8, one is around 11, step out of a shimmering violet light you just bumped into existence, you feel something leave you. And it's a fair bargain, family for a family. So Melcy in this moment knows that she will have friends, she will have really close friends, found family. But she will never find a spouse, and she will never have a family of her own.
Dope, we're running off into the wild anyway, so.
And while you feel that part of your fate just getting carried off by the cold waters, you see a mother who has mourned for centuries cry. Not out of mourning, not out of sadness, but of joy. As she embraces her two sons, you see that the new tears coming from her face finally wash away the traces of the old.
Look at you. You're beautiful.
Thank you. I believe we still have two people who have... No, we still have one person holding two very, very funny cables. Celeste.
Yeah, it's just me. I've got two things.
What the fuck are you gonna do?
So I'm offering 5-0 the orange one. I don't know if 5-0 wants to take it.
Why?
You're already kind of trickstery. It fits your vibe. And I don't know if being Titania, who's mischievous, would be good for the Fae.
I'm not a trickster.
But you're trickstery. You could take it on.
I kinda have the same problem as you.
Oh.
The protector of the hunted should not be a trickster.
Okay.
I'm the veil of the hunted. Those who look for somebody in the dark will always know I'm here.
That seems bad to mix with tricks. You're right. I don't know what to do
Also,
with this orange
I
one.
don't know how to explain that to my warlocks. That would be awkward.
Does this mean that Coyote doesn't... I kind of watch what happened with La Llorona and I go, wait, does that mean Coyote's also powerless right now? I'll summon Coyote.
How?
I'm going to have this tiny little like swirl of wind pick up some like fluff, some like dust and fluff, and it'll turn into fur and it'll make a little fur ball, and then the fur ball is going to grow and it's going to be a little puppy, and then it's going to show up into the like it's going to grow and it's going to be Coyote.
Yeah, the big coyote thingy you saw? That was a very good illusion. It's a puppy. Ow!
Yeah. How new are you?
Huh?
Are you a newer reincarnation? Did you die recently?
I mean, you saw me.
So you did die. Okay. In the way that works. Yes. I'm going to give this back to you under one condition. tricks can also be kind. And they can be supportive. And I want half of the tricks you do to be kind and supportive. Do you agree?
Third.
I can just keep it. It's already mine.
My tricks were always kind in a way. I stole this fire from the sun.
That was a kind trick, and I want half of them to be kind. I will allow you to legalese some of them, but I want a half. I know you can do this.
He bites it.
All right. And then as Coyote gains their power back, I'm going to hold the last cable and go, don't let anybody kill me, guys. I don't want to be, I don't want to be assassinated like Titania did. Don't let me get killed, because that was not cool. And I'm gonna absorb it. I'm gonna take it in, and I'm gonna go from this Furbolg to this Archfey as I actually just accept and take in the power. And I'm gonna become Titania, because we need a Titania.
You're not gonna become Titania. You're just claiming her domain.
Yes, basically, I'm gonna take on the title of Titania.
Titania was a name. You're getting the title of Fairy Queen.
Oh.
And with that, you're kind of getting yourself a husband.
A crown shows up on my head, and I wait, I didn't realize it was Queen. Hang on. Oops. And I got one last thing, but I'll let you do flavor if you want.
I have one itsy bitsy tiny question though. Her domain was within that domain is diplomacy. And you realize you have to be at a lot of very pretty events, smiling and waving. But
that's
it's
okay.
also
Just because I gave Coyote back the orange one doesn't mean I don't still have tricks of my own.
And what siphons into you is an insane amount of knowledge how to navigate these things. You're a queen. That's easy. You're not only the queen, you're the spring bringer. You know how to do life. Healing is easy. All of this stuff is easy. But it's also so much power. And with it comes a kind of rage of, and nobody else is doing their fucking job. Well, thank you, bitches.
Makes sense.
But yeah, your appearance changes. You do get a circlet of royal gold around your head. But also, Titania kind of was the butterfly queen. How does Celeste look right now?
I think that as the changes happen, there's these itsy bitsy butterflies that just start kind of popping off of her until the bigger changes happen, and then there's larger butterflies that sort of swirl around her, and then as they all settle down on her, it makes the cloak of the regalia that she wears as the butterflies sort of morph into this regalia she has now, and along her arms is sort of that tendriling that happens on a butterfly's wing, some of the coloring and some of the beauty, because she had freckles all over her, and those freckles are still just barely present on all of her parts of her body, which we never got to find out what was on her torso, which is fine. But she also then takes on this beautiful prismatic coloring of rainbow wings and the ways in which there's a little bit of shimmer on some of those and on her regalia that she wears. And her hair sort of becomes that like shifting in the light the way when they do their flapping, like, but they're still standing still. Her hair just seems like it's constantly kind of doing that. And she looks over at everybody and she goes, La Llorona, get the fuck back to work.
Si, senora.
And then she breathes as that like rage burst came through and she had to do something with it. And she breathes. She goes, okay. And she looks over at Ariel, who's still beside Puck, who owes her everything. And she goes, no. A winter life won't serve me. And she flicks out this little tiny butterfly that flitters down and lands on Puck and transforms him back into the spring of his youth. And she goes, that will be a better way for you to carry out the many things I'm going to ask of you. The first of which is that you do need to maintain that date that you'd asked for. So.
I was about to make like a joke of swapping one slaver for the other, but if my first order is to go on a date with the hottie, honey, you didn't hear anything. Yo, Ariel, can you maybe help me get out of this fucking deal? Because okay, do I still have to entertain your husband all the time if you're off fucking somebody else?
Right. Oberon.
Oberon comes out of the shadows. The hypnotic pattern on the wall have been broken as soon as Puck lost all his powers. And he's not like an old man, but like he's in better days. Who the fuck are you? Where's my wife?
Yeah, she got assassinated. I am so sorry.
Oh.
Yeah, I also took your slave, as he called himself. He owes me everything now, so you don't have him anymore.
You took my jester?
Yeah.
I thought that was the deal. I get the first changeling, you get the one from your friend where you were on the beach looking at the sails.
That wasn't made with me.
Okay, yeah, I mean, we could get into the thing how I owe all of you, but let's just jump that shark. What? Your clothes are funny. Y'all look like. What year do we have?
Yeah, there's some catching up you need to do. And I'm just gonna pat him on the back and usher him after La Llorona.
I just wanna.
You might need to hibernate for a minute too. You look like shit.
Like with all the grace of a dude after a hungover series watch party, he just stumbles back after La Llorona. It's just like, yeah, whatever, dude. What the
And then in a fluttering of wind and feathering winged coloring, I shrink down And I look more or less like my original self. Like I'd gotten big archface eyes, I imagine. And I look more or less like my original self. There's still a shimmer all over me that I can't quite totally shake, but I look more or less like myself. And I stand with my 3 friends and I go, oh boy.
I still got a question for you. Do you let go of the domain of La Llorona?
I never had that one.
Puck had it, and he owed you everything.
I thought that domain was picked up by Mousy.
Yeah.
Mousy had the
Oh, in
connection.
contract, but like of the ink side. Oh,
Legality.
the legalities. I think that as you know, I stand in front of my friends and like the shit is still going through my head. I go, oh boy, Mousy, you quit, right? So you don't care what happens with La Llorona's company?
Yeah. I'm going to the forest.
Cool. Oh, hey, I'll introduce you to my family.
Okay.
Okay. They're good people. I'll help make sure that the forest doesn't do mean things to you. I'll figure out the legalities later. They can wait a second. Put a mental, like, out of office. Please contact me tomorrow on that one.
You're an art fair, baby. You can do whatever you want.
And I'm going to look at Ariel and Andy and be like, cool. Let's go home.
And the new fairy queen and CEO of the Sealing Court packs up her stuff. And you all get home, back into Mouse's tiny apartment. I mean, you
I
do
think we
have a
can-
palace, but we want
I
to go
think
home.
we can definitively say
Yes.
that intern to fairy queen is climbing the ladder.
I mean, you start by doing the dishes.
This is beginning to feel like a reality show to me. Who will become America's next top fairy queen?
I mean, the thing is with power that if you have it, it's pretty easy to keep it, isn't it?
Unless I kill you.
So you all go back to Mousy's place. I believe you all end up back in the big cuddle pile on the bed.
I'm going to invite the druid over. Join our cuddle.
Yeah, man, that would be cool.
You're big enough that I can actually like spoon with you, so get over here.
You're like all shimmery and shit.
It's fine. It won't rub off on you. It's not glitter.
Even if it was. And you all know that tomorrow the whole world will absolutely go buck high wire. Actually, your phones are already dinging. You ignore them.
Except
Not
for
mine.
Ariel.
Not mine. I'm fine.
Oh yeah, you still get all the notification of, oh my gosh, somebody tried to take over the Fae realm. Domains have changed. Like your news. Oh no, wait, you don't have a phone
Your phone's
anymore.
dead. Yeah.
I'm free.
So, you know the world has changed. You know that your place in the world has changed. But let's be honest, all of this can wait until tomorrow.
You can wait until tomorrow until after a coffee date.
After coffee. And with that, it is my honor to end this wonderful campaign of FAE Incorporated. And my wonderful thanks to all my wonderful players, because guys, it has been so great. I know that some people have to go very soon, so let's do one last round around the table. Chili, where can people find you?
Hi, I'm Jilly. You can find me at Oh Look It's Jilly, most places on the internet, mostly Blue Sky these days. I am currently wrapping up most of the series that were supposed to end in December, but all got pushed into January. But you can find me on Live at the Apocalypse on the 2nd of February, running a holiday themed game of Dialect that takes place at the North Pole. So that is going to be super fun. And any other stuff I will update on the internet. So follow me. I have been your Order of Astromancy Wizard, Andy the Fairy, who is so small.
So very small
And so smart now.
and very smart.
I've the universe's knowledge, so that's fine.
Intelligence of 30.
Emma.
Fine.
Hello, it's me. I have enjoyed this so immensely. I am Emma. I have been playing Ariel, your glamour bard. My first time playing a bard. So much fun. You can find me relatively few places on the internet at the moment, but that will probably change this year because I need to learn how to market myself. But in person, over the next month and a bit, you can find me in New York City on various dates, in doing with a play of mine called "But Who Can Stand Before Jealousy" in the Queen's Short Play Festival, and it will be fun. And then you can find me on streams many places in the future.
That's wonderful. Ari.
Hi, howdy things. Hi, I'm Ruby Fitz. I've been Melcy for you today and for the last however many long this has been. You can find me across the internet pretty much everywhere as Caesar Slaughter or type in Ruby Fitz. I'm the only one out there. I've checked numerous times and I check periodically just to make sure. If you're ever interested in playing a game with me, you can check me out on Start Playing. I host games over there regularly as well as being a GM for hire. I only have one other project currently right now, and that is the finale of my play test for my game, The Residents. The show Discerning Diviner will be hosted over on Pantsless Tables this Friday. So yeah, that's literally all, folks. Don't forget to check on your neighbors.
Evie.
Hi, I'm Evie. I have been Celeste, your rogue warlock turned archfey. And you can find me on social media at Evie Story, but what even is social media anymore? It is such Swiss cheese. So I don't even know what I'm doing. But the one thing to maybe keep an eye out for is that we're beginning production on a podcast using the Uncharted World system for a podcast picking up from a stream called Bound Together, where we had some amazing shenanigans. I jumped off of a spaceship and stabbed someone with a sword. It was very cool. And I also pretended to be a different person than I really was. It's so great. You should watch the stream if you can. That's over on Nerds with Dice. Otherwise, catch our podcast if you are on my socials. I will absolutely post about that when it starts to come public.
And well, I have been your game master. My name is Laura, or Bart. You can find me everywhere as the Bart with many names. You can find me on Friday at Irvis Finale, where I'm playing the straightest gay dude you've ever seen. Where you can also find me soon, there's a game in planning. Is well, folks, we all know that LA basically burned down to the ground. There is a wonderful little page where we can donate to try to get something together. I will be hosting some games for the charity. I have put in a story and character songs and all that stuff for Into the Pool. If you want to donate, you can get stuff made by me. A lot of people I know in LA actually are pretty homeless right now, and it's a shitty situation. And maybe not soon, but later this year, I will be actually hosting on my own channel, but with many names, a very big and long-running religious horror campaign with the title "Do Not Be Afraid." The trailer and casting are in the making, and I'm gonna throw production money on this thing until it dies. And if you still haven't seen enough of my beautiful, beautiful face, you can find me at the Conquest of Mythodea in August, I believe, at the world's largest LARP camp. And I believe that is all by now. I want to say again that it has been a wonderful time with all of you. Thank you so much for watching, and goodbye.